Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Camelia and I've been away for a hot minute. If you are interested in knowing what's been going on with the kid, then subscribe to my channel because my journey is going to be a lot different than what I've been showing on my platform. And yeah, let's just get into this video. Guys, the amount of times I recorded this video, and I don't know, the one thing that I think really goes against me is, I mean, depending on the situation, it's good to be a perfectionist, but in some cases it's not, because it can make you it can make you kind of like indecisive, but it can also make you sort of like cause a lot of delays in your own life, because it's never ever good enough. And I'm definitely that kind of a person. Because I was so excited to tell you guys the news, I actually missed out a lot of like what I was supposed to tell you. For those of you that do follow me on Instagram, you would know that I haven't been away. I haven't been off of all of my platforms. So I have been away, but it hasn't been without reason. This has obviously been this is just a new journey for me, and I'm doing everything myself, and I needed to take some time away to really focus and make sure that everything was set up and where it needed to be before I was, before I came on here and was talking about it. Recording videos and editing takes up a lot of your time, and I definitely got to the point where I was like, something's got to give. So I had to definitely look at certain areas of my life and look where I could pull away from in order for me to really concentrate on where I am now and what I'm doing. I felt like I really needed to do this introduction video just to let you guys know what's been going on. Those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, that is. So yeah, I am launching my own boutique. Her name is CANDYMILLS. So I've got some questions that I'm actually going to answer. Nobody's asked me them, but I'm going to answer them because they're questions that I feel like people probably would ask and want to know. CANDYMILLS is an online boutique for the queens. The collection is a collection at the moment of bodysuits and lounge essentials. This was actually, a lot of people don't know, but this was actually something that was on the cards for me since 2018. I grew up in the hair salon. I grew up very heavily into like hair and beauty and fashion. And I always knew I wanted to do something around that kind of, in one of those kind of sectors. 2018, I decided I was going to do it, but I didn't move forward with it. To be honest with you, everything about the idea of having my own business absolutely petrified me, and I really wasn't in a state of mind that was ready to invest in myself. And then fast forward to 2020, my mum was here, it was Christmas, and I decided, you know what, I'm actually going to do this. And it had been, God had already been working on me and working through me and in my life and on my mind and everything. God don't just, he works on you from the inside out, and I really needed that time for him to do that, because I don't honestly believe I would have gotten to the place where I am now without him. Because like I say, you have to be in a certain mindset where you are prepared and ready to take risks, but also that you're in your mindset has to be positive as well, and I was in a really bad place emotionally for a really long time, which a lot of people don't know. And so there were a lot of things that he had to work out in me before I could get to this place that I am now. The name CANDYMILLS came about because I was like, yep, I'm definitely doing my online boutique, but I was still in the like, I still had a little bit of fear around it, and I was like, it would be really nice to like do this with someone, because, you know, I don't want to do it on my own. I remember talking to my friend Candy, and we were having like a conversation about just like packaging and stuff like that, and literally that's where the conversation started from there between her and myself. And to be honest with you, I kind of pushed her into it a little bit. I was like, yeah girl, come on, let's do this, because I know I wanted to do this, I just didn't want to do it on my own. So we had like a little short conversation, and then I decided, all right, I'm gonna look for a name. And in order for her to be a part of, obviously it was my idea initially, but I wanted her to feel a part of it, and we had discussed that she would be doing like the packaging, like all the pretty stuff, and I would be doing all the other stuff. And yeah, so the name was basically a combination of both of our two names. Fast forward again, we decided that, you know what, actually this is not a good idea for us to be in it. We actually really didn't want to like be business partners, so we ended up just like knocking that on the head. And you know, everything was still amicable, and everything is still amicable now, but we just decided like, nah, we're not going to do this like together. The name stuck. It's, by the way, whilst Camellia is my government name, my family actually call me Millie or Mills, so that's where the end part of the name came from. I'd already purchased the domain, and I liked the name, so I decided to keep the name, and you know, the show must go on. Bodysuits, I am absolutely in love with. I love bodysuits because I believe that with a bodysuit, whether it is plain or it is a really dressy kind of bodysuit, it can always be dressed up and dressed down. Bodysuits are transitional, and you don't have to worry about this whole tucking and pulling and all this other stuff when you're just trying to look, you know, neat and put together. So they give you that very flush finish to any kind of ensemble or outfit that you're wearing. So I absolutely love bodysuits, and for me they're definitely an essential. I would say it developed into, actually I want to do a very curated like niche. I want to actually be very much niched, and yeah, bodysuits came about. So like my whole collection, which I didn't mention before, I named it the Body Collection, and the Body Collection is not just the bodysuits, it's also the loungewear. And I named it Body because it's like a collection of items that really, like I say, they're form-fitting, and yeah, there's not anything that's supposed to be baggy. There are 3 collections within the bodysuit collection, one being basic bodies, which is your basic bodysuit. I have both they are both double lined and single lined styles. I will pop some pictures up on the screen so that you can see the girls sort of wearing the pieces. There are two styles within the basic body category or collection that are double lined, and mine are double lined in real life. I really wanted my bodysuits to not just be pretty and not just be bodysuits, but to offer some sort of a structure. I wanted them to really like snatch in the body and, you know, accentuate the curves that we have. So the double lined bodysuits are serious, okay? They are real double lined bodysuits. So I understand that some people may or may not understand the term double layered or double lined. So I just wanted to use this as a little example. On the left is obviously a bodysuit from another brand. On the right is a bodysuit, is CANDYMILLS bodysuit. They are both double layered bodysuits. The difference between the two is literally the flap, right? So they're both inside out. The difference is just literally the flap. And this is usually the bit that will cover like the boob area, and it normally runs all the way to the back. This one is one that you'd most probably see a lot of bodysuits have on the inside of them. And I've got some bodysuits that are like this as well, but the double layered bodysuits. Our double layered bodysuits are literally 2 pieces of material at the back and 2 pieces of material at the front, which is why you don't see any flap here. And yeah, these will snatch you. One of the styles is like a high neck side boob, and one is like straps. That is my favorite collection out of the entire collection, just because I just feel like a basic body, you can't go wrong. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, but you want to feel like, you know, you want to feel controlled when you're wearing something. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but you know, like when you're wearing shapewear, it gives you that, you know, it's like it's hugging your body. And I don't know, I guess as I've gotten a little bit older, that's something that's become really important to me, that I wear clothes that really make me feel secure, and not just secure as in I'm looking in the mirror and I like what I see, but secure as in it's like, you know, it's accentuating where it needs to accentuate, and it's pulling in where it needs to pull in. So the double layered collection has to be my favorite. And then we've got the basic body tees, which are single layered and really good for, you know, they're still stretchy and they still offer some structure, but they don't really like suck you in the way that the double lined do. But yeah, so we got the basic body collection. Then I've got the ribbed body collection, which is just ribbed bodysuits. The ribbed body collection has definitely been the hardest to choose for, because I feel like with ribbed, it's really hard to get like a really thick durable ribbed quality. And then there's the royal body collection, which has definitely has some admirers at the moment on Instagram. So the royal body collection is basically a collection of bodysuits that are, they're not basic body vibes. They're different textures and stuff like that. We've got a lot of like ruched and lace going on. So it's a really beautiful collection of bodysuits that you would wear if you were, I don't know, trying to make an impression, if you were going somewhere special. But what I love about the royal body collection is, again, just like the basic body collection, it is very transitional. You just have to know how to wear it. And a lot of those basic, a lot of the royal body collection, I've teamed with like just jeans. And that was really important for me to show in the first instance, because I know that when people first look at them, they see that there's a lot going on with them, but they might not recognize that actually, yes, it's dressy and yes, it's pretty, but it can actually be dressed down. And it's very, you know, classic and elegant and dressy, but can also be dressed down, and you can still get that same vibe, but, you know, just in a dressed down kind of vibe, dressed down manner. I haven't named my like the entire collection well curated for no reason, because I have been very specific when it comes to the quality of the materials that I want to use within my boutique. And then we've got the lounge collection, which nobody has seen yet, although I do have, you know, model pics in the loungewear. The reason why the loungewear, I haven't put the loungewear out yet, because I kind of just want to like launch and do the bodysuits, and because I really want my VIP subbies to get first dibs. I want them to see the collection and kind of get to see what the vibe is going to be for the collection. VIP subbies are those that have already signed up to our mailing list. So we do have a website, and all of the links that are connected to our social medias, and the link that I'm going to put in the description box below is going to take you, because we haven't launched yet, to our mailing list. And what that means is that you would sign up and get 15% off your first purchase, and also early access on launch day and early access thereafter. When we're about to drop a new collection, we'll let our VIP subbies know, look, this is the collection, this is what it's giving. And we will also allow our VIP subbies to shop the collection before it goes live to everybody else. So if you're interested, I will link the link in the description box below, so that you could sign up to our mailing list and be the first to know when we launch. get your little discount, and also first dibs on any of the collections that you like. So yeah, so I just really wanted to let you guys know where I'm at and what I'm doing. I haven't deserted you. For all of you that have supported me from the beginning up until now, I'm so grateful to have you, and I love you, and thank you so much for all your support and all the love. I just also wanted to finish out, but I guess by saying that, you know, if there's something that you really want to do in your life, like, I mean, you know, like how you can go to sleep and think about something, wake up and think about something throughout the day, you're thinking about this something, then you really need to pursue that thing. We only have one life, and you are supposed to live it. And from a spiritual perspective, your destiny is often connected to somebody else's. So it's really, really important that you pursue what it is that your heart's desiring for you to pursue. And I would always say as well, like, always seek God out. God has been a focal point, like God has been with me and will be with me throughout this journey. Without him, I wouldn't even have had the guts to be this far and to be even telling you guys that, like, I have a collection, I'm doing a boutique, you know. He was definitely very vocal in the beginning about who you know, like, about talking about it to people. He was very, very vocal about me doing the work behind the scenes and really keeping it to myself. Of course, whatever God has for you is for you, but when he, you know, if you know God, then you know how he works, and obedience is like a really big deal. So you also need to listen to him. If he's like saying to you, like, keep it on the low, keep your mouth shut, then keep your mouth shut, girl. Because one thing with God, he knows the beginning and he knows the end. Okay, so if there's anything you want to do, it's never too late for you to decide, you know what, I'm going to go on this journey, I'm going to do this. And you can change. There's no rules, there's no regulations to you're working in this field, so it means that you can't swap over and do this, or just because you're working in this field you can't do a little bit of this as well. You can do whatever you want to do, okay? And if, like me, you struggled with I don't know, the fear aspect, and just maybe looking at yourself as maybe not being good enough or not being able to do it, then definitely go and seek God. For me, like I say, he's a very important part of my life, and I go to him for everything. I rely on him for everything. Everything that you see now, and everything like in my life, and everything that you're about to see is not, honestly, it's not by my doing. I don't even know how I even got to this point, but I know that I had to pray. I had to call on the name of the Lord, because there were times where I was like, oh my God, is this not going to work? Like, what is going on? Because at every stage there seemed to be a hurdle. But one thing with God, he will get you through. So definitely make sure you seek him out for that help and that guidance and that direction that you're going to need for whatever it is you decide to embark on. But yeah, I didn't want to drag this video out. I just wanted to say, yes, honey, if you're watching this video, your girl is back. I needed to take the time out because obviously this is a brand new thing for me. I'm using the Shopify platform, so I have basically built my website on my own. And one thing with these things is there's a lot of troubleshooting. I'm learning there's a lot of troubleshooting, and so that's what's been happening. But I know that that's part of the process in order to make sure that everything's working and everything comes together the way it's supposed to. So yeah, I really wanted to make sure that before I came back onto the YouTube platform, that my baby was where it needed to be. Do you know what I mean? Because my time at the moment has been, I didn't even think it was possible to even divide my time any more than it is already been divided. But we now have, CANDYMILLS has its own Instagram. which I'll link at the bottom of the screen here. She also has her own Pinterest. She also has her own TikTok. So I'm now having to manage all these different platforms and think about the content that I am making. I'm also working with models, guys, and there's going to be, I'm going to try and implement a lot of BTS in all of my vlogs to come. So after this video, you're going to see everything that I've been recording behind the scenes. So it's going to be delayed, but I really feel like that's part of my journey that somebody needs to see. So I am going to implement it into vlogs so that you can see, you'll be able to see like where I am now, but how I really got there. So that's really, really exciting. And yeah, that is it, guys. So I'm excited to be on this journey. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you stay to watch until the end, thank you so much. If you haven't already, subscribe for the ride, honey. Turn on your post notifications so that you'll know when I will be uploading another boutique owner vlog, because that's what it's going to kind of be around. I am really going to try and be as candid and as transparent as possible on this journey, because obviously it's as new to me as it's going to be to anybody else, and there's things that you learn along the way that, you know, people aren't really able to really tell you. You have to kind of go through. So I am going to be keeping you guys updated as much as I possibly can throughout my journey. But yeah, that's it, guys. Subscribe for the ride, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Yeah, thanks for watching.